Today we're going to be making bagels. That's right, New York bagels. Now, if you notice something on the table, let me properly introduce myself. I'm Chef Carlin, and we're at the Staff of Life this kitchen today. And here we are making bagels. I said we're going to be doing bread for the rest of this month. So I just want to tell you one thing. These are already done. The first process has already been done. This is the second. We will be retaping this live on YouTube next Tuesday, 11 o'clock. And those that will see it live are those that are members. Will see the complete recipe. Those that subscribe and are liking this, you have an opportunity to click the links below to be a member so that you will be able to receive all of the videos from beginning to end. Now, notice on the table, we divided our dough into 8 sections, 8 little balls. They've been setting for 3 to 6 minutes. We have raisins, if you want to make raisin bagels. We have onion, which we are going to make. We have a mixture, a bagel mix. You can put whatever you like in there. We have some poppy seeds. Some go in, like the cinnamon and raisin, some in the onion, and some just sprinkled on top when they come out of the boiling water. Now, in order to make bagels, you have to boil them. So on the stove to my left, you won't be able to see too much of that. We have a big pot of water. In the water, we have, you can put also molasses. I have molasses. I have maple syrup and honey. You can use brown sugar in the water if you don't have any of those, and just honey, or just maple syrup in the water and brown sugar, but it helps give it that glossy top that you see on the bagels. Now, what I'm going to do here is, I have some flour, because you flip them over, because we have to put whatever we're going to put in them. My largest ones, because I'm not putting anything in there, I'm going to re-roll them. I'm sorry, it froze. Should have been using the phone. I'm using the phone this morning because the tablet won't get over here. So I'm just going to set these here to rise for another couple minutes. Okay. These are the largest balls. So I take the largest because I'm not putting anything in them. These are going to be plain bagels. So we're rolling them tight, and they will go there. Now let's flip these over and decide what you want in this one. Let's go with onion. Now the onion is kind of hard to get in there. We'll do 2 onion bagels. So let's do 2. Get them all in there. Got a little sesame seed in there. Okay, now let's roll. Get it all mixed in there because you want it incorporated in there, okay? It may take a little bit, but patience is what I need. I don't know about you. Now that I've got it all mixed in there, let's collect it. I'm going to make the ball. That's 1 onion. Let's get it all incorporated in there. That's all right. It'll rise back up. Get all you can get in there. Make sure it's in there and not. All right. Add some flour on it. Okay, we have 2 onion balls. Now, once they double in size, I'd say about another 3 to 4 minutes, depending on how warm your kitchen is, then we'll punch the holes in the center. So let's remove this. Let's go with cinnamon and raisin. I don't know whether we should just do plain cinnamon or cinnamon raisin, but we'll go with a little cinnamon. and raisins. And then we'll do one each of the poppy and the mixture. How's that? These seem to be everybody's favorite. Cinnamon and raisin. All right, let's do our raisins. Okay, our water is behind me, boiling, getting hot. Now the cinnamon is going to make this hard to incorporate, but you can do it. Try to keep the raisins in there. It's like Play-Doh. It's like the kids playing with something. So you have to knead a little bit. See how we got them? They will not want to stay in there, but you've got to push, incorporate, and get them up in there. Be smarter than the raisins. Get them in there. Push it in there. Get a little flour on my hands. All right, let's do that. And so the first to go in the water would be the plain. Second would be the plain that you're going to put the toppings on. Those are the ones I really should have needed. Because the cinnamon and the onions you want to do kind of last, so to speak. And if you got a little raisin that want to play peekaboo, don't worry about it. Just get them in there. All right. Keep your eyes what I'm doing. Everybody's don't look at me. All right, let's remove these. And let's go with, we're gonna do poppy seed. I think on top or in. Let's just do plain and put them on top. That way you can do whatever you want on the inside. All right. And the bagel, maybe on top, because maybe you don't want all of that inside your bagels. You can do whatever you want, whatever kind of bagel you want to fix, go right ahead. I may just let these, we'll see. Now we're going to cover these up. And normally while they're rising, what I'm going to do really is put them on an oven door so they can taste them a little bit. Get a little heat in here because I do have the air on. Now, we're going to clean up this mess. And I think I have a rag over here. How was your day? What's the weather like where you're from? It's sunny here and hot. Sunny and hot. All right. I had to move all my knives and silverware off the counter so you can see a little bit. Now, remember when they come out of the water, what we're going to do, when they come out the water, the poppy seed and the bagel mixture, you can make your own. You can put sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds, whatever you like in the mixture. And I'm going to tell you another thing that's good before I get into mixing cayenne and carob. Oh, and incorporating that in there like we did the cinnamon. I don't know, it gives it a little kick, but also it makes it taste so good. So, these are just, use your imagination and put in there what you would like to see put in there or have in there. And when these get to the proper size, or 3 minutes really, because you want to have them just soft enough to make the circle and hole, and then let them rise for another 3 more minutes. So we're going to give these on the oven door a few minutes. Now, I'm going to bring out this cookie sheet. It has been sprayed, and then we have cornmeal on it, because when they come out of the water, I have this by your pot. This is where you're going to put them, and then I'm going to bring them on here, and we'll put the 2 toppings that need to be put on the two that we left. So always have an extra cookie sheet. This cookie sheet is what you're going to put them in the oven with, but they must have the cornmeal. Make sure you spray the pan, or if you're using parchment paper, that's good, but you got to make sure that they're not going to stick to your cookie sheet. All right, let's just see, can we make the holes? Okay. Be mindful where you make sure you get it in the center. I'm always getting it off. I'm dipping my finger in a little flour. Can you see what I'm doing? These are going to double in size. A little more, another 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. Okay. And then into your water, which has honey or whatever sweetener you like. I have molasses, but I have molasses, honey, and maple syrup. You can use, if I had the brown sugar, I prefer using brown sugar, maple syrup, and honey. But I didn't have the brown sugar, so I used molasses. All right, now these were the last ones we did. I get my finger so I can make the holes. Now, this is what you have to do. Look at what I'm doing. Can you see that? I'm going to pull it apart just a little bit. And I'm going to, and do it as much wide as you can, because they will draw in or shrink. And so, all right. And you want to go with 3 seconds on each side. You need a towel or paper towel to catch your water, because you don't want a lot of water going in the second cookie sheet. See how we're doing that? There's many ways of doing this. Some people roll it out like a log, lap it over, and do it that way. The choice is yours. Whatever's easy for you. This is my easiest way. Now, I always see there's a small spot. That would be a weak spot. So I go in and pull on the fat part. And I will open them up one more time just before I put them in the water. So, because they'll close up on you. Now, my goal is to try to keep the raisins in the dough. Keep the onions in the dough. All right. These are kind of soft, so we're not going to let them go no more than a couple seconds. If I made them real stiff, then I would leave them in there a little longer. But I did not. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to take 2 of them at a time. And I'm sorry you can't see the stove and the pot of water. But 2 at a time, we'll go into the water. And we'll go 60 seconds. And the water is not really boiling, but it's hot. And I may be able to lift it over for a second and take it back. 30 seconds in that water, and then you flip it over. I have my towel and a flat spatula. And we have the cookie sheet that had the meal on it that I showed you earlier. When they come out the water, they will go on here, and I will bring them over here so you can see them much better. The water, I will take off the stove. It's not that dangerous. To let you see, there's a little boil in there, okay? I just want you to see. The molasses make it a little darker than normal, but that's all right. I'm going to do the first ones and put it back on the stove. How you put it in there, 1, 2, and then you're going to go 30 seconds on the stove. Turn it 30 seconds and put on the cookie sheet, and continue to do that. Okay? So, count down. 2, 5, 6, go flip it over. And then we'll do this, and then we'll go with the next one. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to take it out. And we have our napkin and our spatula. That way the water won't get on the cookie sheet that you'll be using. So we go one side. Now we're ready for the next two. Will be my onion. Bring them on in, dip them in. 1, 2, 3, 8, 10. I'm counting. Okay. Flip them over. And we'll continue to do this until they're all done. Sometimes if you spray them, some people say, well, they want to spray it first, but it leaves water spots. And then again, it all depends on how they go in and come out. So we're going to see how these turn out. I made the dough a little softer than normal because I didn't want it to be so hard for me since I'm going to be the ones eating these. But you can add another 1/4 of a cup of flour if you want it stiffer in the recipe and I will mention that for those that are in the class. All right. All right, these look nice. Okay, let's get our napkin, or paper towel I should say. All right, now cinnamon raisin going in. You can stretch it open if you like a little bit. Still going in. This is tough to bring these in. See how they're looking? All right, put this over. I've never used molasses, so they look a little dark to me, but that's all right. They're edible. And the iron in the molasses will do fine. All right, got 2 more to go, and then we're done. Now, see, that doesn't take all day to make bagels because once the dough double in size, it's you don't have to let it set. You cut your 8 balls out. You square it, and then all you do is let them set for 8 minutes, and that's it. So it's not a lot. I wish I had done the plain ones first, the ones that's left there, but that's all right. They will be topped as soon as they come out. All right, now delicious bagels. You know y'all always catch me before breakfast, so what we'll do is have some bagels. Now I have made the cheese bagels. I have made cheese bagels before, so I didn't do that today. Now let's see, can we maneuver these so that we can get the other 2 in nicely? I don't know how we're gonna. Oh, that'll do. Okay, over that. Now we're going again. Cutting off the water. Okay. Now, these ought to be nice. I pray that they're nice size. Like I said, I've never done it before like this. So. I don't want to, so I'm putting some of this water on the top of it right away because sometimes when you spray with the spray bottle, it leaves water spots. Okay, here we are. Now those that should be wet enough to hold. We're putting our bagel mixture on there, whatever you like. If you don't like the pumpkin seeds, that's fine. Sesame seeds I was out of. Now, I'm going to do poppy seed on this one. Load her up. And let me mingle some through here. All right, now, into the oven they go. All right? At 450, into the oven, 450, for about 20 minutes. And I'm going to rehearse that, 450, so make sure, you know, some people, I was reading some instructions years ago. Someone told me 1 minute to let each side 1 minute. But when I did that, they kind of mushing out. So the less I look at it, unless you have them really firm, you know, stiff dough, then that'll work for that, but not for the dough that I have. Put your topping on. Now, all you're going to do, cook them for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, 15 to 20 minutes. Check on them the first 15 minutes and then see how they're doing. If you have a good oven, then they will come out perfect. This oven here is new to me, and it's not a sturdy, what you call a heavy oven. So I have my little tray here. We're gonna move this out the way. We're gonna step aside and get another one of those trays so when they come out the oven, and you'll be able to, let's wipe down the couch. All right, everybody. Now, I don't know, because I am doing this live on my phone, whether you can ask questions or not, but you can try it. And if the question come up, I'll see it. If it doesn't work, I won't see it. Okay, now I do want to say something while we're waiting. The dates that we'll be posting for members, that they can see the full video, it will be on YouTube only for a few minutes. So, and then it'll be moved over to the members because I haven't quite, I want to give you a glimpse of it on YouTube. And then when we do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays, this coming Tuesday, and I'm going to do it at 11 o'clock. And we'll start from beginning to end. Now you saw the middle and the end. You want to see how to make it. So the 28th, you'll see this. And on the 30th, we go live again. For members, it's the first Tuesday and Thursday of every month. And the last Tuesday and Thursday of every month, we'll do full recipes. Throughout the week or the month, I'll just be doing little clips. So they're good to look at. Things that I'm in the middle of making while I'm making. Won't be able to stay on there long, but you'll get an idea of what we will be doing on Tuesdays and Thursdays, some of the things. So Tuesday, We'll be doing full bagel. Thursday, we will be doing another type of bread. And then we'll be through with the breads for a moment or two so we can go on to the next. A lot of people are waiting to see how to make the chicken and the meats and things like that. So we'll do some little short clips of in-betweens, and then those Tuesdays and Thursdays, we'll try to do the full menu or recipe. Okay, it's time to check it out. Let's peek in here and see oh, they're nice and fat. Not as big as I want them. Some of them are larger than others, but that's all right. I'm thankful. So we're going to see how things go. I'm checking to see are there any questions. I don't see anything. So everyone is welcome to the live chat at the Staff of Life with Chef Carlin. We're going to be trying to incorporate throughout the week some of the dishes that you've been seeing on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. And then a lot of you want recipes. You're telling me, a recipe, please. Go to YouTube, and I'm going to do my best to tape all those dishes that you saw. Some of them are just made up, so to speak, or it came to mind. And we always talk about a blank canvas. And I start every day with a blank canvas. And this is why sometimes I just can't give you a recipe, because it just came to mind and I just did it to see would it work. It turned out beautiful. I take a picture, I post it, and then if enough people like it, I'll try to see can I duplicate that again with the recipe. But right now, we're gonna try to go through some of those photos that I've seen so many people ask for recipes, and we'll try to cover those for you. So remember, the 28th and the 30th, the remaining Tuesday and Thursdays of this month, we have the live for the members. The first Tuesday and Thursday and the last Tuesday of every month. We do full live videos of recipes from beginning to end. In between, we'll be doing a little short clips. We're going to be talking about our grocery list, the things we need to have in the home at all times. And remember now, your kitchen is your medicine cabinet. So when you open up, I don't know if you can see mine or not. See the medicine cabinet? You want to have all your herbs. You probably can't see anything. But all my seasonings are there, from cumin to your Cajun seasons, your black sesame, cilantro, all those things. Keep that in your kitchen so that you could, you don't have to run to the store. So I usually try to keep this size in my kitchen because I'm doing a lot of cooking. So the seasons that you love and use a lot, make sure you have plenty of that on hand. All right, let's see what they're looking like again. It's almost time. I'm going to turn the cookie sheet around. That's a good thing to do. Check your oven. See which sides are browning and which sides are not. Nice. All right. Okay. I don't see any questions. I don't see any comments. We're probably going to get a lot of criticism. Okay, again, you're watching the Staff of Life, a little cooking session that we had, and we made New York bagels. We made the bagel toppings on some, sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds, if you want to put on top. We made cinnamon raisin, we made onion, we made plain. And so you can do what you want. You can do cheese and garlic. A lot of people used to, when I had the bakery, they loved the cheese bagels and the onion and cheese bagels. So they make great sandwiches. You can freeze them. I freeze them and they go up to, I like to keep them for about a month and then make new. I don't like for them to get too too old in the freezer. So sometimes people leave it in there. You can leave them longer. We're going to be making waffles. I make my waffles from scratch, so you need to learn how to make the waffles. We're going to do some desserts. We're going to make blueberry muffins, different things that we make. A lot of people ask for the recipes for those, so that's good. We're going to be doing some of the danishes, coconut pecan danishes, the cinnamon rolls, the cherry danishes. Let's see what else. Sauteing meats. We're going to be doing the beef, chicken, and then also we're going to be working with some of the things like jackfruit. I'm going to show you some hearts of palm. We're going to be working with the banana blossoms, hearts of palm, making different dishes out of that, the jackfruit. I like to use the hearts of palm to make like a tuna salad. That is so good. Mixing the hearts of palm and the jackfruit together makes a good tuna salad dish. And of course, the banana blossoms, we can use that as a fish substitute. It's so easy to do. The kids love it. The family love it. It don't have to always be the sauteing meats. So remember that. We're going to be using a lot of cannellini beans to make some of our meats, and different seasonings that you probably never heard of to make the beef. Some of the things that I had, I just go ahead and use, but we're going to try to make it simple for you so you can get the beef. Okay, I can smell my bagels. All right. Oh my goodness. Well, what do you think? Let's just look at them real quick and make sure. This, now, you have different types of cookie sheets. This one doesn't brown your bottom at all, hardly. These little thin things like that, burn your bottom. I mean, they're good, but if I was cooking these in there, the bottom would have been much darker, as opposed to what you see here, light brown. So I like mine a little browner, so what I'm going to do, it was in the middle rack. I'm going to take a few minutes, maybe like 1 minute, put it at the bottom. I'm going to get this in, let's get this down. Trying to do it with one hand. And these, I'm telling you, I wish y'all could smell. Oh, I'm smelling onion. I'm smelling cinnamon. Now, you know you can make garlic too. Onion and garlic would be good. Just came to mind. But I am smelling it all. Now, cream cheese. No cheese, but tofu. I like to curd my tofu, let it set overnight. Didn't think about it. But still, you can do that. You just need your tofu, your oil, cream it up, a little lemon juice, sea salt, and you got your, and let it set for about 30 minutes in the fridge, and you have your cream cheese. It's not that hard to make these dips and spread. I have some bean dip in here. That may be good. I had that from yesterday. So whatever you want to put on your bagel, or the soy butter, or the plant-based butter, whatever you want to put in between, or just eat it like it is, will be perfect. All right, we don't want to burn them up while we're talking. All righty. All right, there they are. And we're through. We are through. Now, you know what time we went on. Now, I'm going to have to look up for a minute because it said that we've been live, not even just 30-something minutes. We haven't been live an hour. Now, look at this. Hot now, hot. This one. Plain. I don't want to use, I could use this, but let's see, I don't want to mash them, leave it a mark. All right, onion. Let's move you down some more so we won't have you on the floor. All right. Can y'all see these? Okay, raisins is stuck a little bit, but that's all right. Raisins. And one top with bagel, but it's plain on the inside. Poppy seed, but plain on the inside. Now, the pan will be easy to clean. Your kitchen is smelling heavenly. And there we have, so I can put them as close as I can to you. Can you see that? Let's move all of this out the way. I want y'all to, I'm gonna put it as close as I can so you can smell it. Okay. Oh, a little humor there. All right. Now remember, every morning I'll come on with these little tidbits where they're half the recipe, so you can see what you might be missing. All right. And it wouldn't be fair, I'm being honest, to the members to just share this with everybody completely and you won't even subscribe. It doesn't cost too much, nothing to subscribe, I don't think. What do you think? You like that? All right. Is there anybody that live in Florence? I always like to do this. I can't get anybody. But if there's anybody that live in Florence, but it has to be done within an hour because once I put them away, that's the end of it. Call, just pop in. If you're in Florence, you know where I am. Pop in and pick up one. These are delicious. You can make these, freeze these, and always have them throughout the week that you know you have your bagels. And then we may also want to make some, what's the next thing people like to make? And have them for breakfast. We're going to go with bagels right now. This is very light. These are very light. And I'm praying that they're nice and fluffy on the inside. All right. With the plain, you can put anything you want. Lettuce, tomatoes, and the onions, you can do the same thing. The raisin and cinnamon you can have for breakfast or dinner. With maybe your vegan eggs and sausage inside. These are topped with toppings, but the inside is plain. So, with that said, I see no one's asking questions, comments, and when I close, I'm probably going to see a lot of criticisms. But anyway, I just want to say, y'all have a blessed day. Bon appetit.